penis I've ever taken.
The biggest penis that I've ever taken.
Biggest penis.
Length or width?
The biggest penis I've ever taken? I don't know. Maybe this big? I just like it. I don't really measure it. I don't carry a tape measure with me lots of times. As long as it fits, I'm good to go.
I gave a blowjob to an 11-inch dick. Definitely couldn't deep throat it. It was fun to try. And vaginally or anally, probably 9 or 10. I like the number 1, the adventure, number 2, the bragging rights, and number 3, how it feels.
Let's see, there was Lexington Steel, there was Mandingo. I think those are probably the 2 biggest.
The biggest penis I've ever taken was between either, and these are for 2 different reasons, Lexington Steel, because of his length. He's about 12 inches, and the width is Manuel Ferrara because he's built like a Coke can. But he's uncircumcised, so it makes it a little bit easier because it's like fucking your own penis inside the vagina. I don't have to actually like take all the friction. So there's 2 up there. The length of Lexington Steel's penis, well, like I said, is like 11, 12, 13 inches. So it's like that. Is that out of frame? Way too huge. And the girth of Manuel Ferrara is about the size of this camera. It's a Coke can.
My biggest dick would probably be my dildo, my personal dildo. It's like this. This is the height and a little thicker than this. That's been inside me a couple of times. That's the biggest dick I've ever experienced.
Biggest penis I've ever taken. I'm not good spatially. I don't know. It was probably like this, but it felt like this.
Probably like that big. About like regular, nothing that I'd be like, now all the guys I've been with are gonna be so like, fuck her, but nothing like really giant or anything. I don't have any like awesome stories. They've all been pretty regular. Yeah, just like a regular 7 inches, maybe 9, 7 to 9. I wouldn't say over 9.
The biggest penis I've ever taken was a little over 9 inches and pretty thick around. I was pretty proud. I have a smaller vagina, or shallow, whatever you want to call it, so it's like that. That fits in me.
There's this one dude I used to fuck, and it was like that width-wise, and he like definitely had like a baby arm. It was a big one. It was intense. Length, probably like, yeah, it looks about right.
I think he's like 12 inches. I couldn't fit him in my vagina, so he just did ollie, you know, just totally fine by me.
I don't know who has the biggest penis in the industry. I mean, I've worked with pretty like big guys, so whatever you guys, I don't know, you guys tell me, go watch my scenes and let me know what's the biggest dick that's gone inside me. I mean, like Kieran Lee's dick is really long and big, so like, I don't know. I don't know, this is totally off. It's gonna look way smaller if you use hands than when it's like in your face and you're like sucking and licking.
The biggest penis I've ever taken has to be probably Pierce Paris's, and I think it was about, I think he says it's 11 inches. It was about like that long. It's big. It was, I mean, he couldn't even fit like the whole thing and he tried, but.
About 3/4 of this fist in girth and like here to here. Like, it felt like it was in my, like, esophagus.
I've taken a lot of big ones, I don't know. So, big dicks I tend to lean towards. So, there's been a lot. I don't know. I want to work with Shane Diesel. That's a big one. I've seen it.
Well, I can show you. It's the length from my wrist to my elbow. It's probably about the length of the longest penis I've ever taken. It belonged to either Chris Stokes or Bruce Venture. They're pretty similar in length. In terms of girth, I would say the girthiest penis I've ever taken was Billy Glides, and he's probably about as thick as the Red Bull can. So.
Well, the biggest penis I've ever taken was pretty big. I think it's, what, 13 inches? 15? 13, 15? Like this thick.
What is the biggest penis I've ever taken? It would probably have to be Dread. He's pretty fucking huge. He's like, oh my gosh. He's gotta be like this, like my forearm, and maybe like this big around. Like, he's pretty fucking massive.
See, I think I've definitely taken things bigger than a penis. Like a fist. Like a fist is wider than a dick. But like lengthwise, I think like the longest dick probably has to be performer Isaiah Maxwell. And I didn't even take him in my vagina. I only took him in my throat. And he has a long fucking dick.
The biggest penis, oh my gosh. See, I'm a notorious size queen, so this is a hard question, but it would probably be King Noir. His penis is like bigger than my whole arm, and that was quite a feat. And I love you, King.
Ooh, okay. The biggest penis I've ever taken. I feel like I remember it as bigger than it was, but I think it was like here and like here. And taken, I use the word taken very loosely because I didn't take it very well at all. Like, it was inside of me, and I think I got like this much inside of me, but it was in me. Good effort, A+ for effort.
I guess the biggest penis I've ever taken is like Shane Diesel or Mandingo, or I don't know. There are really a lot of big penises. They're all big in different ways, so they just all seem giant and like a challenge. So I don't know, maybe those two.
I would have to say the biggest dick I've ever taken would probably be Ramon Nomar. I know that he was pretty big because he was like the biggest that like stretched me out and stuff, but I don't know about that, like that.
God, he was about, I want to say about 10 inches. He wasn't that super wide though. Kind of like a little bigger than a policeman's flashlight, if that makes any sense. That's kind of how I remember it. I giggle every time I see one. I'm like, hey.
Are we talking anatomical penis, or are we talking like any kind of dick? The biggest real penis that I've taken. I don't know, I've taken a lot of really big dicks. There have been a couple of performers that I'd say are pushing over 10 inches. I'm pretty big.
The biggest penis I've ever taken was probably Dread. I don't know what size it was. I didn't have a ruler at the time. It resembles my forearm in girth and general magnitude. Oh, I took that in all the holes. The ear. No, not the ear. Just the 3 traditional ones.